I think this will be the last question, and it's a doozy. We're all friends here, but why are you the best candidate to take on Rob Whitman in the general election? And we'll start with you, Edwin.
So I think I'm the best candidate to take on Rob Whitman for a few of the reasons that I've said tonight. As a Marine, again, I've worked with diverse groups of people. I've had to accomplish difficult tasks. I've brought people together to do these things before. The average age of Congress right now is in the mid-50s. When sent to Congress, I will definitely bring a new perspective there. And I think that that's something people talk about voting for change. I will absolutely be a vote for change over Rob Whitman. Again, I think I've spent the last year traveling around the district trying to learn about the issues and concerns that people have. I don't think Rob Whitman, maybe you've been fortunate enough to dial into one of his telephone town halls. If you've been lucky enough to have that, then maybe you got to express some concern to Rob. But I know he kind of very careful in the questions that he chooses to answer on those telephone town halls. But I think, again, I've spent the time going around the district. I've talked to people. I'm trying to champion the issues that they have. When I started running, I said, hey, I've got some issues that I really want to fight for. These are issues that are important to Edwin. And then I started talking to people and I realized, whoa, it's not about me. It has to be about the people, the men and women of the district. The Marine Corps motto of Officer Candidate School is Ductus Exemplo. That means to lead by example. And I think I'm trying to do that by going around the district, learning what's important to people, and then taking up those issues as my own. Thank you.
Thank you, Vangie.
Thank you. I'm the best candidate for a few reasons. I am the new wave. I am a woman running in a time where women are looking for women candidates. That's one reason. That's a very minor reason. But I'm a woman who has experience in construction, infrastructure, contracts, federal contracts at that. I have worked on some of the toughest and the most inspirational projects and programs that our country has had to offer. I have worked with politicians. I have worked for the Commandant Marine Corps. I have worked for admirals. I know how government works. And I do know how I don't want to see government continue to work. It's time for change. It's time that we had change the way well, there are some women. We women know how to handle it. There was a song that came out years ago, I can bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, and never let you forget you're a man. Guess what? We women have been multitasking all of our lives. We have managed to raise our children, have a career, go to school. Oh, by the way, did I mention I did all of that and earned 4 degrees while running major programs? I know what it feels like not to get sleep. I sleep average 4 hours a night because you know what? I know what I need to do to help government run better. Common sense for the common good. It's time we brought common sense to government as well. Thank you.
Well, I think you are one lucky group of voters because you have 4 excellent candidates to choose from. And we're all different. And we're all eons better than Rob Whitman. So you are very, very lucky. I'm kind of like the farmer's guy. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Edwin and I really aren't any different except that I've been around a lot longer. You know, I hope I was as smart as he is when I was 27 or 28 years old. Vangie's seen a lot, and Ryan's got a lot of great political experience. What do I offer? You know, I have a tough, strong personality. I've closed factories in France. You know, I'm a U.S. Army Ranger. Some of you may remember more than 20 years ago, Hanover County thought it would be a good idea to put aircraft noise warnings on our property deeds. And I organized everybody in this area to protest that. I was physically threatened. The county board of supervisors tried to get me fired, but I didn't roll. And we got it done. We made them permanently put in the county plan that it's never going to be a commercial airport, and we put noise restrictions in. That was tough, and that's what we're going to need in Washington. We're going to need people who, when they get up there and they're facing the special interests and they're facing all kinds of pressure, they'll do the right thing. So I've been through the school of hard knocks. I'm just older, but I'm seasoned.
I've earned everything in my life because I've worked my way for it. I'm the youngest of 3 boys, my dad Mike and my mom Sandy. My dad Mike is an outdoor writer for the Cumberland Times-News. He's written for them since 1979 when I was 1 year old. My mom is a social worker. She helped disadvantaged families have healthy pregnancies, Appalachian families that couldn't afford to have health care well before the Affordable Care Act was a thing, and a program that she was a part of in the state of Maryland. I grew up in a little town called Rawlings, Maryland. I think I had my first job when I was 10. I picked up golf balls by hand in a brand new golf driving range that opened up. It was so muddy that they couldn't get their tractor out, so they had those little stampers that you have to go through and pick up golf balls. And I did that for $4 every night. I get paid $4 to go stamp golf balls. I deliver pizzas. I've had a newspaper route. A kid from Rawlings, Maryland isn't supposed to be a good college pitcher. He's supposed to have everything going against him to go get a college degree. I was a college baseball coach and a college athlete. I was in college baseball for 19 years, exactly 4 as a player, 15 as a coach. A kid from Rawlings, Maryland isn't supposed to grow up and be the recruiting coordinator for Purdue baseball in the Big Ten. I've gotten everything I have because I work hard at it. I now own my own sports marketing company, a multi-million-dollar company that I run, that I created starting back in 2003, and I did that because I worked hard at it. I have the ability to go beat Rob Whitman. I have the time and the energy to go into the farthest parts away from the county and also talk to my neighbor across the street. But I have one distinct political advantage that Rob Whitman has never had to face. I already represent 20% of the district. I represent Prince William County, which the population that's in the first, that's in the first district, represents 20% of the electorate in Prince William County. I've already done national interviews on Fox News for fighting for students' First Amendment rights in the school system. I have earned media that over the last 2 years and a year of campaigning that is hard to compete against. Rob Whitman will be running against a virtual incumbent, at least in the northern part and most populated part of the district, and that makes me uniquely qualified to take him down in November. Thank you.
Thank you.